Arlington has won the Super 8 Massachusetts State Championship.
From the Kozlowski Gymnasium here on the campus of Arlington High School, Arlington Community Media, Inc. presents Arlington High School Boys Varsity Basketball. This afternoon, the Spy Ponders of Arlington High School host the Wildcats of Wilmington High School. Hello everyone, I'm Don Phelan, and it's been a while since we've had a home game here at the Kozlowski Gymnasium. Since our last telecast, the Spy Ponders were on the road with 50-50 success. They won 2 and lost 3, so a little less than 50-50 success since our last telecast. And coming into tonight's game, the Spy Ponders are 5-3 overall with a record of 5-2 in league play. Right now, as you observe the starting lineups for both teams being introduced, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But for Wilmington, they're having a tough season so far. They've only won 1 game. Coach Dennis Ingram dealing with the realities of being a Division III team in a tough Middlesex League, which has mostly Division II and Division I teams, but for his team and Stoneham and Watertown. So we'll get to the starting 5 for the Wildcats in a moment, but right now here we have the starting 5 for your Spy Ponders. Number 1, Brendan McNamara, and McNamara has been scoring quite a bit lately, probably average about 18 points per game. Stephen McGilvery has made his way into the starting lineup since our last home telecast, number 23. Also back into the Arlington lineup since our last telecast is tri-captain number 0, Nick Corrales. This is Nick's second game back since he had a knee injury suffered during soccer season. Tri-captain senior number 14, James Gascoigne. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Spy Ponders is number 24, tri-captain Sam Swift. Head coach of the Spy Ponders is John Bowler. He's assisted by Jackie Woods. And the head of basketball operations for the Spy Ponders is Tim Schuler. And now we will pause for the playing of our national anthem. And as we get ready for Middlesex League action between the Spy Ponders and the Wildcats of Wilmington High School, reminder that this is Arlington's shooting for extend their streak of home regular season wins that now stands at 46 straight, looking for consecutive win number 47 regular season. Arlington did suffer a home playoff loss a couple years ago, actually last year as well. And as I mentioned, Arlington has not been home since back on December 21st. So first of all, I hope everyone had a great holiday season, and Happy New Year to all of you out there as we begin the home schedule for the Spy Ponders of the 2018-2019 season. Veteran official Dave Engelson will throw it up between the big fellas, and the tip is controlled by the Spy Ponders. In the Spy Ponders starting lineup, number 1 with the ball there, Brendan McNamara. Number 0, Nick Corrales. Number 14, James Gascoigne. Number 23, Stephen McGilvery. And number 24, Sam Swift. As I mentioned, this is Corrales' second game back, his first home game of the season, as McNamara starts things wonderfully with a 3 from the corner. So the first points of the game belong to the Spy Ponders. Spy Ponders will go man-to-man press. It's good to have Nick Corrales back, as I mentioned, his first home game of the season. Now a double dribble violation will be called against Wilmington. For the Wildcats of Wilmington, number 2, Owen Surratt. Number 5 is Christopher Stokes. He's the captain of the Wildcats. Number 14, Evan Witalas. Number 24, Stephen Anthony. And number 25, Andrew Muncie. And shot there is good by Arlington. 3-point shot. And the Spy Ponders lead 6-0. Wildcats, as I mentioned in opening, off to a tough start. They've won just one game, so on paper and in theory, this could be an easy one for the Spy Ponders. 3-point shot, top of the key, is no good. Rebound for Gascoigne. Nick Corrales looking to push the pace for the Ponders. McNamara between the legs, and Arlington will settle their offense. Looks to be either a 3-2 defense by the Wildcats, perhaps a 2-3 now. Go foul line to McGilvery, baseline to McNamara. They work it around nicely, 10 on the shot clock. Inside to Gascoigne, he's in trouble. He's going to kick it to McNamara in the corner for a long 3, that's no good. Nick Corrales almost had that rebound, but the high rebound kind of threw off his timing a little bit. A little pull-up shot there by Wilmington is good. And that's number 2, Owen Surratt. First points of the evening for the Wildcats. 6-2 Ponders, 6:03 remaining first quarter. But with this zone defense, Arlington going to have to hit some outside shots, and so far they've hit 2 out of 3 from 3-point range. McNamara baseline drive. Swift, I believe that's a 2-point shot, and a timeout called by Arlington. I'm going to give McGilvery credit for that other basket in the corner. I didn't get a good look at who took that shot, so I'm going to say he has 5 of the Ponder points. And an early timeout by Coach Bowler, with his team playing well and leading 8-2 with 5:47 remaining first quarter. So since our last telecast, as I mentioned, Arlington was on the road. They played actually 5 road games. They played in a tournament at Somerville High School. They matched up against a very difficult Malden Catholic team in the first game of that tournament. Arlington lost that game 48-46. Then Arlington played in the consolation game of that tournament, lost to Kipp Academy 67-63 in overtime. Then Arlington won their next 2 on the road. They beat Winchester 61-48 with Brendan McNamara scoring 21 points in that game. And then Arlington beat Wakefield 57-53. Brendan had 27 in that game. And then Arlington faced the Iron of the league and lost 77-54 at Belmont. That game was this past Friday night, the 11th. And actually in that game on Tuesday at Wakefield, Coach Bowler picked up win number 150 in his coaching career here at Arlington High School. And they're going to call McNamara for a push, which is unfortunate because it looked like the Wilmington player was going to lose his balance. And instead it's going to be a foul against Brendan. His first on the team. Three-point shot in the corner is no good. Swift with the rebound for Arlington, and Corrales pushes the pace. Arlington almost had the numbers there, and now a little chippy reach-in foul, ticky-tack call against Wilmington, and Arlington ball. Foul goes against Owen Surratt, his first on the team. Each team now with 1 team foul 3 minutes into the game. Inside to Gascoigne, a little just inside the foul line. Jump shot's no good. Strong rebound there by Andrew Muncie. Difficult pass there, but Witalas is able to come up with it. A traveling violation called against Wilmington. 4:55 remaining first quarter, and the Spy Ponders still with that 6-point lead, 8-2. Another 3 for Swift, and he's got 3 more. So Sam Swift with 3. And the Spy Ponders lead at 11-2. Corner jump shot there is no good. Rebound for Nick Corrales. It might be Swift with all those points. I'll have to check that at halftime on the point totals as Gascoigne goes up and under. Can't get it to go, but he'll go over the line for 2. But from up here, sometimes it's tough to see the 24 and the 23, so we'll check that scoring in a moment. But Arlington shooting well from three-point land so far tonight, and they built a 9-point lead halfway through the first quarter. Gascoigne's first free throw is good. His first point of the evening. Now for Arlington, number 5, Elon Signs Grant into the lineup, and he replaces Stephen McGilvery. 2 free throws for the tri-captain, and the Ponders lead at 13-2. Wilmington had a player ahead of the pack. They were unable to connect. They do a nice job with beating the pressure, though. And McNamara got a hand in there, almost knocked it away. Inside post passes knocked away by the Ponders. Corrales tried to get it to Signs Grant. Signs Grant able to track it down. I thought that ball was going out of bounds. Somehow able to save it. Great hustle there by Elon Signs Grant. Gascoigne just inside the foul line, takes the pull-up off the window, no, fights for his own rebound, and that should have been a traveling violation. Wilmington player fell with the basketball. Officials play on. 3:39 remaining. First quarter, Arlington by 11. Have held Wilmington to just 2 first quarter points thus far. Nice little lefty drive there, unable to connect though for Wilmington. Is Muncie with the putback? No. McNamara with the rebound. Signs Grant, kicks it to McNamara, down on the baseline to Gascoigne. He's going to go up and under again this time. A little bit of contact. They let it play through. Shot's no good. Wilmington looking to come back the other way. Corrales with the quickness. Swift with the hustle. McNamara with the bounce pass, and Corrales with the lay-in. What a sequence there for the Ponders. Great hustle, great passing, and a 2 points for the Ponders in a 15-2 lead. That's one to rewind at home if you're watching. That was a great play all the way around by Arlington. The baseline drive by Muncie. He's going to turn, he's going to pop, he's going to miss. Swift with the rebound. McNamara spun into some traffic. Good defensive effort there by Wilmington, but McNamara able to maintain. .222 remaining first quarter. His Signs Grant going up strong, no. Blocked out of bounds. It will remain Arlington ball. Substitutions for the Ponders. Number 10, Miles Hess, and number 35, Jelani Joshua, checking into the Arlington lineup, and they replace tri-captains Nick Corrales and James Gascoigne. Well, Swift now the only tri-captain on the court for the Arlington. He and McNamara the only starters on the floor right now for Arlington. Now a blocking foul was called against Wilmington. And I think that's going to go against number 2, Owen Surratt. If it is, that'll be his second and the third on the team. Surratt with the only point so far for the Wildcats. Their leading scorer, Christopher Stokes, number 5, has been held scoreless so far. Of course, on the foul, Arlington got a new shot clock so they can work it around. Hess tried to bounce it inside to Signs Grant, but it was knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats. It will remain Arlington ball. Exactly 2 minutes remaining first quarter. McNamara is going to take it on the drive. He's going to take the little pull-up, and he hits. 5 for Brendan McNamara. The Ponders lead is 15. The clock is not running. Now it is. Minute 53 remaining in the quarter. Hess probably could have got a call for a foul there. He had 2 hands on the offensive player. That's usually an automatic call. Now Muncie goes up, no. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. The junior Andrew Muncie will go to the line. Spy upon a foul committed by Miles Hess, his first, second on the team. First free throw is good. Substitutions for Arlington will be number 20, Philip Cherry Jr., replacing Brendan McNamara. And for the Wildcats, number 15, Aiden McGrath, replaces Surratt. Surratt, of course, picked up that second foul. Both free throws good by Muncie. And it's 17-4 Spy Ponders with a minute 39 remaining first quarter. Inside to Joshua. Joshua's going to power it up. Couldn't get the roll. Rebound fought for. Wilmington comes up with it with 1:26 remaining first quarter. That's a travel. No call there. Long three-point shot. Bounces up, around, and out. Swift high for the rebound for the Ponders. 7 to go. They lead by 13. Swift now the only starting lineup Ponder in there, and he hits another three. Sam Swift for three more, and the Ponders jack the lead up to 16, 24, 45 seconds remaining first quarter. Long three, no good. Rebound fought for. Strong to the basket was number 15, McGrath. No, another miss for Wilmington. Joshua with the rebound for the Ponders. There's about a 0.2 differential between the two clocks. Joshua with a nice little baseline pass. Ponders could, in theory, hold for a final shot. Phil Cherry instead goes right inside and lays it in. Philip Cherry Jr. with his first bucket of the game. And now with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, let's see if Wilmington can get a final shot off. No sense of urgency, really, with 3 seconds, too. He does get it off. A long three off the window. No. Swift's going to launch it from way far away. It doesn't go, but that will end the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it's Arlington 22 and Wilmington 4. And getting ready for second quarter action, Don Phelan here. Alex Van Thong is our camera person tonight. Another ACMi boys varsity basketball production from the Kozlowski Gymnasium. Spy Ponders, if you're just joining us. Fantastic opening quarter, lead at 22-4. Three-point shot for Wilmington, no good. Another three-point shot, this time it is good, and that's number 24, Stephen Anthony. 3-2 zone for the Wildcats. Jelani Joshua on the high post is going to be Hess for three, and he's got it. Miles Hess with a long three. And that answers the three that Wilmington opened the quarter with. And Spy Ponders hold on to that 18-point lead. Great defense by Philip Cherry Jr. Now on the reach around, he got a piece of the arm, and he's going to be called for the foul. I believe for Philip that will be his first, third on the team. Nick Corrales back into the Arlington lineup, and he replaces Sam Swift. Corrales, as we mentioned, suffered a knee injury. I believe it was in the state final soccer match, which the Spy Ponders lost to, I believe it was Nauset Regional High School. And they shot there, a little fadeaway by Christopher Stokes. The captain of the Wildcats has his first basket of the evening. And it's 25-9 Ponders with under 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Hess is going to take the baseline drive, makes a nice dump pass. And with the left hand was Pazzi, who just checked in the Arlington lineup. Joey Pazzi, number 21. Couldn't get the roll. Now, great hustle there, but Joey's out of bounds. It will be Wilmington ball. Arlington with a 16-point lead, 25-9. They kind of back off the full court press, kind of pick up halfway. So number 23 for Wilmington, that's James McCarron, and James is called for traveling. Shot by Hess is no good. Rebound for the Wildcats. Pull up 3, maybe a 2. And off the mark, Nick Corrales with another rebound. Hess, corner 3. Looks good, and it is good. Miles Hess coming off the bench with 2 3-pointers for the Ponders, and Arlington now with their largest lead of the game. They lead at 28-9 with 5:35 remaining, second quarter. Long 3 is no good. Hess high for the rebound. Jelani Joshua spins, comes back up and under. Pazzi is going to be called for a rebounding foul. So that'll be Joey's first foul, 4th on the team. Wholesale substitutions for Arlington. Brendan McNamara, James Gascoigne, and Stephen McGilvery all back in the Arlington lineup. Nick Corrales and Miles Hess will remain. Full court pressure by Miles Hess on McGrath, number 15 for Wilmington. Ooh, little nifty move by the big man, Muncie, but then he threw it away. Here comes Nick Corrales ahead of the pack with the left hand. He got fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Good sportsmanship here by number 24, Stephen Anthony. Anthony committed the foul to prevent the layup. Turned out to be a little bit of an awkward fall for Nick, and Stephen Anthony went right over and helped him up, so good sportsmanship by him. And Nick Corrales will go to the line for 2. First free throw is no good. One of 2 for Arlington's tri-captain in his first home action of the season. And the Spy Pond is now leaded by 20. It's 29-9. Hess almost had a steal on the inbounding pass. Now he's going to have the same task as last time, trying to guard McGrath all the way up the floor, and he does a nice job of it. What that does is it makes Wilmington take a lot of time off the shot clock, so less time for them to set up and run their offense. Now McGilvery gets it, Arlington unable to take advantage, but Gascoigne is going to pull it back out. See if Hess launches another 3. No. And Arlington will work their offense. 4:21 remaining, second quarter. McGilvery with the left hand. Hess has the rebound. He kicks it out to Corrales. Back to Gascoigne, foul line jump shot. Rolls around and out. McGilvery on the rebounding action will pick up the foul. Miles Hess checking out of the Arlington lineup, and he's replaced by Sam Swift. For McGilvery, that is his 5th on the team. So the Spy Pond is getting a little close to the limit. And the last thing they want to do really here is commit a lot of fouls and let Wilmington catch up from the line. Nice pass inside to Gascoigne, and Gascoigne's going to lay it in. 4 for the tri-captain, James Gascoigne. The Ponders keep increasing that lead. Nice move to the basket there. Count the basket for Stephen Anthony, and he'll go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play. That foul will go against Stephen McGilvery, his 2nd. So Coach Bolo is going to play it safe with Stephen, and it'll be Jelani Joshua replacing him in the Ponder lineup. Unable to complete the 3-point play is Anthony. The nice move that he made for the basket. And we're 3:38 remaining, second quarter, Arlington by 20. Now Brendan McNamara is going to take a pull-up jump shot in the lane. And he has it for his 7th point. McNamara with the reach, got a hand on. Remember, Arlington now with 6 team fouls. So the next one will put Wilmington in the bonus. Picks set, and Stephen Anthony comes off the pick, takes the pull-up 3, didn't get the roll. Gascoigne to the baseline. Swift fakes the 3. Under 3 minutes remaining, 2nd quarter. Arlington by 22. Inside to Jelani Joshua, had the shot blocked from behind by Stephen Anthony. He remain Arlington ball. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Ponders. 2:47 on the game clock. 2nd quarter, Arlington 33-11 is the lead. McNamara is going to take the 3. Shot is short. Well, they're going to get James Gascoigne on a rebounding foul, and that's going to put Arlington over the limit. First on James, 7th on the team. It'll be number 25, Andrew Muncie, at the line for Wilmington with a 1-and-1. And he's unable to connect on the front end. Gascoigne, strong, no. Might have been some contact from behind. They play on. .222 left, 2nd quarter. Stephen Anthony for 3, no luck there as it went around and out. Rebound by Muncie, he can't get a roll. Brendan McNamara with the rebound. Coming up on the 2-minute mark remaining, 2nd quarter. Swift's 3 from the corner is no good. Gascoigne able to get the offensive rebound, then nobody comes over to help him. He just turned around, saw that he had an open lane to the basket, and he laid it right in. Half dozen for James, and the Ponders lead by 24. It's 35-11. Minute 47, 2nd quarter. Shot is no good there on the corner by Wilmington. Arlington with a couple of subs ready to come in at the next break with 1:22 to go. Gascoigne fouling jump shot. He gets the roll. Let's see if somehow we can get a whistle for Coach Bowler to allow those players to get in. Looks like Owen Olson and Jonathan Capillion getting ready to check into the Arlington lineup. Spy Ponders with a 26-point lead coming up on the final minute of the first half. 12 on the shot clock for the Wildcats. Muncie, that's a tough shot right there. It's no good. McNamara with the rebound. McNamara all the way through. And I don't know if they're going to get it for Brendan on the wraparound. He's called for a player control foul. And he's incredulous at that call. I didn't know if they had a moving screen or what they had, but the foul does go against Brendan McNamara. And now Arlington subs in 5 in, 5 out. So in the Arlington lineup right now is number 30, Jonathan Capillion, number 3, Owen Olson, number 5, Elon Sines Grant, number 10, Miles Hess, and number 21, Joey Pazia for these final 42 seconds of the first half. Spy Ponders leading 37-11. Great defense there by Capillion. The ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Arlington ball. So great defense there by number 30, Jonathan Capillion, causing the turnover by the Wildcats. About a 6-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Hess has been good so far. He goes up and under, no. And now we're down to the final 22 seconds of the first half. Nice little drive here by the Wilmington player, no. Hess with the rebound, 12 seconds to go. Owen Olson Inside to Pazia, kicks it back out to Capillion. Capillion for three, no. Rebound signs Grant, no. Rebound Hess, no. And that will be the end of the first half. Arlington outscores Wilmington to the tune of 15-7 in the second quarter, and they take a hefty halftime lead into the locker room. The score at the end of the first half, Arlington 37, Wilmington 11. We'll be back with second half action.
You are watching ACMi Sports' coverage of Arlington basketball. Where would you rather be than right here and right now?
And getting ready for second half action, Don Phelan here with Alex Van Thong doing the work behind the camera. Spy Pawners with a healthy 37-11 lead at the half. Checking out the scoring leaders for the Wildcats of Wilmington High School. Stephen Anthony had 5 points. And then Owen Surratt, Christopher Stokes, and Andrew Muncie all had 2 points for the Spy Pawners in his first action here. Home action of the season. Nick Corrales back from injury with 3 points. Brendan McNamara with 7. Miles Hess had 6. Those are 2 3-pointers off the bench for Miles Hess. James Gascoigne with 8. Philip Cherry Jr. had 2. And the Spy Pawners were led in the first half by Sam Swift with 11 points. I think I tried to give Stephen McGilvery some of Sam's points, but it was Sam that had them all. 11 first half points. And the Spy Pawners start out with a bang. Brendan McNamara with a 3. And Arlington will back off the Dogs a little bit defensively with a 29-point lead. Oh, that's an offensive foul against Andrew Muncie for the Wildcats. Their 5 are number 2, Owen Surratt, number 5, Christopher Stokes, number 24, Stephen Anthony, number 25, Andrew Muncie, who just committed that offensive foul, and number 14, Evan Whittlers. I think Arlington will just run offense here in the second half, try to get good shots, try to work on maybe something that Coach Bowler found at the half. 6 of Wilmington's points of their 11 were second chance points, so Coach never wants to give up second chance points, so maybe Coach Bowler told the guys to work a little harder on the defensive glass. But really not much Bowler can complain about when you lead by 29 points a minute into the second half. There's McGilvery, and he's called for traveling. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get control of that pass. And his basket is nullified by a traveling violation. Steal by McNamara. He's going to go to the left hand, and he lays it up and in. McNamara now with a Duzzini, and it's 42-11 Ponders. Three-point shot there is good by Captain Christopher Stokes. Well, it looks like Wilmington is extending a little bit more like a 1-2-2 type of defense inside to Gascoigne. Now that time McGilvery was able to handle the pass, and he lays it in with the left hand for his first 2 points of the ball game. McGilvery's been inserted into the Arlington lineup since our last home game. According to head of basketball operations, Tim Schuler, he's been playing defense and scrapping and playing hard and worked his way into the starting lineup, so good for him. Here comes McNamara, and he's going to pull it back out, and Arlington will reset the offense. Swift, no. And ahead of the pack is Christopher Stokes, lays it in. 7 for the captain of the Wildcats, 44-16. Now the ball was last touched by Wilmington, so no backcourt violation there. Good hustle though by Wilmington. Gascoigne to the basket, got hit in the head, and he'll go to the line for 2. Foul committed by number 25, Andrew Muncie, his second. Gascoigne hits his first free throw. Miles Hess, number 10, into the Arlington lineup. He replaces Nick Corrales. It'll be interesting to see how Coach Bowler uses Nick Corrales, one of his tri-captains, and free throw good by Gascoigne. Probably a 3-year starter, I want to say, for Arlington. At least a 2-year starter. Definitely a 3 or 4 year contributor on the team. And working his way back from injury, so Coach Bowler probably wants to get him a little bit of playing time to get him back up to speed. But at the same time, it's a game that his team is leading by 30 points, so an opportunity to really ease him back in and allow other players to get significant time tonight. Little baseline floater is good by Whittlers, and he has his first points of the evening. 46-18 Ponders, 4:34 remaining, third quarter. Inside pass to McGilvery. Bottled up, he's going to hit to McNamara for a top of the key 3. That does not get the roll. Gascoigne try to put it all up in one motion, no. Try to dump it into McGilvery. The ball was deflected away by Wilmington. Plenty of time in the shot clock for Arlington as it got reset on the McNamara miss. Inside to Gascoigne. Gascoigne going to try that up and under. No, instead he tried to pass it out to Hess, but the pass was intercepted. And now Wilmington trying to get ahead of the pack. Long pass is unable to be connected, and it goes out of bounds of the Arlington ball. Substitutions for the Wildcats. Number 34, Connor Paquette. Number 23, James McCarron. And one more player, number 12, I believe it is, Will Doucette. McGilvery gets the pass down low and powers it in for 2 more. 48-18 Ponders halfway through the third quarter. Good defense there by Miles Hess, caused a poor pass on the baseline that was intercepted by Swift. Baseline drive by McNamara results in a flip shot for Gascoigne. He can't get it to go. Stays with his own rebound and puts it up and in. So Gascoigne has come alive here in the second half. Now up to 12 points. Ponders lead by 32. Cruise through the lane by Owen Surratt for a difficult shot, and he banked it home. 50-20, under 3 minutes remaining third quarter, 4 for Surratt. Baseline shot, three-pointer is no good by Swift. Gascoigne with the rebound, gets it to Swift in the corner again. Arlington will reset the offense, 25 on the shot clock, 2:22 remaining third quarter. Swift, baseline drive, little flip pass to McGilvery with the left hand. Stephen McGilvery has 2 more, a half dozen in this third quarter for the senior forward, Stephen McGilvery. And the Ponders lead again by 32. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining, ball's fought for, players diving on the floor. It's going to be Wilmington ball. Great hustle there by a couple of players, 1 or 2 from each team, and that's going to be something that Coach Bowler loves to see from a player like Brendan McNamara, probably the team's leading scorer, or at least second leading scorer for the season. He has 12 points tonight. His team's up by 32, and he's diving on the floor for a loose ball at midcourt. So good for Brendan McNamara. I'm sure Coach Bowler notes things like that. Under 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. And a shot clock violation committed by the Wildcats. Great defense by Arlington. I think maybe what hurt Wilmington was on that loose ball situation. There was never a change of possession. So when Wilmington got the ball back after it was last touched by Brendan McNamara, they may not have realized that the shot clock was as low as it was. For Arlington, number 5, Elon Signs Grant is in the lineup. Jelani Joshua, number 35, is in the lineup. Joey Pazia, number 21, is in the lineup. And Phil Cherry Jr. is in the lineup. Now a traveling violation is called against Arlington. Minute 16 remaining, third quarter. Ponders by 32. Ball's flipped up, no. They're going to get Jelani Joshua on the foul. For Jelani Joshua, his first foul, first on the team. 3 total fouls here in the second half. And the first free throw by Owen Surratt is good. Number 15, Aiden McGrath checking into the Wilmington lineup. 1 of 2 for the sophomore guard, Surratt, coming up on the final minute of the third quarter. Pazia to the hole, gets the basket. Fan favorite Joey Pazia with a bucket. The Spy Ponders lead by 33. 40 seconds remaining. 3-point shot by Wilmington, no good. Looked like perhaps Surratt may have pushed Miles Hess off, and now we're going to get a blocking foul on Philip Cherry Jr. Second on Philip, and the second on the team. So there's about a little more than a 1 second differential between the two clocks. 31.3 seconds remaining. Of course, a new shot clock for Wilmington after the foul. Hess with the block, and they're going to call him for the foul. Veteran official Dave Engelson with that call. Second foul on Miles Hess, third on the team. Will Doucette at the line for 2, he hits the first. 2 of 2 for the freshman Will Doucette. We have 20 seconds remaining, third quarter, and the Spy Ponders lead at 54-23. Arlington will probably take a final shot here at the end of the third. Ball knocked out of bounds and remain Arlington ball. 2.5 seconds remaining, third quarter. Over the years, Coach Bola has been fantastic at designing inbounding plays such as these. Goes right to Jelani Joseph. Joseph puts it up, no. And that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, Spy Ponders 54, Wildcats 23. We'll be back with the fourth quarter action. And here we are for the fourth quarter action. Spy Ponders with a 54-23 lead. Ponders outscoring Wilmington 17-12 in that third quarter. Ball knocked out of bounds by Arlington. It will remain Wilmington ball, 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Wildcats. Head coach of the Wildcats in his third season is Dennis Ingram. 3-point shot there is no good. I don't think either team, well, maybe Wilmington has one of their starting 5, but Arlington with none of their starting 5 in the game right now. Wilmington with just the one, as I mentioned. Pazia, foul line jump shot. He's not going to get that roll. Joshua with the rebound, puts it up strong. Can't get a bad spin on that one. Puts it up again, and he got hammered on that one. And he'll go to the line for 2. Great work there by number 35, Jelani Joshua, on the offensive board. So the senior forward will be rewarded with 2 free throws. And he hits the first for his first point of the game. Knocks them both down. Shot challenged by the Ponders, but getting the roll with the left hand is number 3, Kevin Palmerino, excuse me, for his first bucket of the game. 56-25 Ponders here in the fourth quarter, 6:42 remaining in this fourth quarter. A ball knocked away by Wilmington, good defense there on Joshua. And a nice little move to the basket by number 15, Aiden McGrath for 2. Took it right to the tin, laid it in. Good move by McGrath. Double team there in the corner on Hess, but he's able to get out of it. Pazia working down low, trying to get open. Hess is going to take a 3 from the corner, and he hits it. We're seeing some nice three-point shooting tonight from Miles Hess. He's knocked down 3 three-pointers for his 9 on the game. A little spin move there, an effective move, but he couldn't get the basket. Joshua with the defense there. Under 6 minutes remaining in the quarter. Oh, that ball might have been deflected. I gotta say it was not deflected. Wilmington ball. Three-point shot, no. Rebound fought bar. Hess comes up with it. Gets it to Elon Signs Grant. Signs Grant with a little Euro step. No, but he'll go to the line for 2. Elon Signs Grant. Scoreless thus far tonight. Try to get his name in the book, if you will. Yeah, his first free throw is nothing but net. Substitutions for Wilmington. Number 34, Connor Paquette, and number 14, Evan Whittle is in the lineup. I don't think we've seen Ron McPhee for the Wildcats as yet. 1 of 2 for Signs Grant. Joshua with the rebound though for Arlington, and he powers it home. Jelani Joshua at the end of the third quarter and into this fourth quarter just been a monster on the offensive boards for the Ponders. And then he comes up with a block shot. He started dribbling and said, that's not my job. Someone come get this from me, and Philip Cherry happy to oblige. Under 5 minutes remaining in the contest. Spy Ponders by 35. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Arlington ball, and for Arlington, number 3, Owen Olson, and number 30, Jonathan Capillion into the Ponder lineup. Joey Pazia and Jelani Joshua check out. So Olson and Capillion, the only Ponders to not score. Both played a little bit in the first half, not that much. So let's see if Arlington can get them a bucket each, and then it'll be one of those games where literally everybody scored, which would be really cool. Ahead of the pack is Surratt, gets it inside to Paquette, no. And now they're going to get Paquette on a rebounding foul. .426 remaining in the contest. Spy Ponders lead at 62-27. For Paquette, his first and the 5th on the team. Spy Ponders with 3 second-half fouls. Elon Signs Grant, he might have got hit on that. They play on. Here's Capillion, dump pass into Signs Grant. Signs Grant saves it, and then the ball ends up out of bounds. It'll be Wilmington ball. We're almost halfway through this fourth quarter. Looks like the Arlington home winning streak will extend to 47 with tonight's victory. Pass stolen away by Capillion. Here comes Capillion. Jonathan Capillion to the basket. Throws it up, no. Philip Cherry, strong rebound, powers it home. Philip Cherry Jr. with 2 more. He's got 4 on the evening. 3:38 remaining. Spy Ponders continuing to add to their lead. Moving screen there by Wilmington goes uncalled. Paquette going to take the stretch 4 type of player. 3 there. Paquette's a big kid, and he just lined up a 3 from the top of the key and knocked it down. Gonna try to get Owen Olson and Jonathan Capillion a bucket. There's Capillion, he fakes the three. Baseline drive, tries the floater, and a blocking foul is called, and Jonathan Capillion will get his chance. He'll go to the line for two and a chance to crack the scorebook. Foul against Paquette, his second, sixth on the team. So after a stretch where Arlington played literally five, even two of them were in a tournament, but they were on the road. So they played 5 games away from home from the time of the last home game was December 21st all the way until tonight. As Capillion misses the first free throw. But now Arlington has a stretch of 4 consecutive home games. So mark your calendars. This Friday, Reading Rockets will come to the Kozlowski Gymnasium. That's a 7 o'clock game. Next Tuesday, because it's a non-league game, that'll also be a 7 o'clock game against Cathedral High School. And rounding out the homestand will be next Friday against Woburn. And Woburn Tanners beat Arlington early in the season, and that's a 5:30 game. Now's the time of the season now where the boys will play the 5:30 game and the girls will play the 7 o'clock game in league action on Fridays. Tuesdays, the games will be at 6 o'clock with some exceptions. Check your local listings. Capillion did hit that second free throw, so he's on the board with his first point of the night. And now it's up to Owen Olson to get a bucket, or a point if possible. Good entry pass there, and Arlington Science Grant almost blocked it, but Kevin Pellerino able to avoid the block and get the lay-in. Science Grant, Capillion, the ball fake. Hess, Cherry, Arlington do a nice job working it around. Philip Cherry Jr. baseline jump shot is good. Half dozen for the junior guard, and coming up on the 2-minute mark remaining in the ball game. Arlington by 35. It's been all Arlington from the very beginning. Very little stress in this game for Coach Boland and the rest of the Spy Pond staff. Oh, Olson was ahead of the pack. Couldn't quite look up and see him in time. Now he's in the corner by himself. He's, come on, take that shot. Does not. Under 2 minutes remaining. Olson dumps it inside the Science Grant. And now they're going to get a foul on Wilmington's number 12, Will Doucette, and that will result in free throws for Elan Science Grant. They're ready to give the ball to Arlington on the baseline, but they check with the table now, and it should be one-on-one. The 17 fouls listed on the scoreboard, and Science Grant was going to come out of the game for Arlington, but instead he's going to the line for the 1-1. With 1:36 to go, and the Ponders by 35. Shot is no good. Hess with the rebound. He's going to take another three. No. Ball knocked out of bounds. Arlington ball. So Joey Pazia into the Arlington lineup. Replaces Elan Science Grant. Philip Cherry on the inbound to Hess. 1:24 to go in the game. Inside to Pazia. Pazia power move, no, stays with it and puts it back up and in. Great persistence there by Joey Pazia as he missed the initial shot, but then followed it up with another bucket. 1 minute remaining in this ball game. Spy Ponders, one of their bigger margins of victories that I can recall in a while here at the Kozlowski Gymnasium. Pull up three, no good, as they're going to win this game by upwards of 35 points. Hess to Philip Cherry Jr. He's going to take a three. Bang! Philip Cherry Jr. with a three. And they stopped the game for the net, which some officials do and some officials don't. .15 seconds left in the game. Ponders by 40. Oh, a nice idea there, but the pass unable to connect. And with 6.5 seconds remaining, Spy Ponders can just dribble this one out. They actually don't even have to advance it over half court, and that will do it. As the teams shake hands, we'll run down tonight's scoring for the Wildcats of Wilmington High School. Owen Surratt had 5 points. Kevin Palmerino had 4. Christopher Stokes had 7. Will Doucette, Evan Whittles, Aiden Grant, Andrew Muncie all with 2. Connor Paquette with 3. Stephen Anthony with 5. For the Spy Ponders, Nick Corrales had 3. Brendan McNamara had 12. Elon Sines Grant had 1. Miles Hess had 9. James Gascoigne with 12. Philip Cherry Jr. with 9. Joey Pazia with 4. Stephen McGilvery with 6. Sam Swift with 11. Jonathan Capillion had a point. Jelani Joshua had 4. And Owen Olson did not score. So as I mentioned, Arlington in the midst of a 4-game homestand. The next game will be here Friday night at the Kozlowski Gymnasium against the Rockets of Reading High School. Tip-off time is scheduled for 7 o'clock. I'd like to thank Alex Van Thong, who was our cameraman tonight. My name is Don Phelan. Once again, the final score here from the Kozlowski Gymnasium. The Arlington High School Spy Ponders 72 and the Wilmington Wildcats 32. Thanks for joining us.